just making yourself comfortable and beginning just by taking in our physical space, our literal home right here, right now in this moment. And knowing that this is the land of form. It's not the only energy that we have access to, but it is the world that most of us live in throughout our day. And begin to invite in a union between our minds and our bodies, which often feel very separate as we extend our thoughts into the future and past. And as you're ready, you can begin to take a more inward gaze, allowing your eyes to be downcast and open, or your eyelids to begin to shut, and feel the earth rising below us to support our feet and our sits bones as the chair rises up, and feel the connection to the earth that these objects represent. And if it feels right to you, you can reach down and actually touch the chair beneath you, or the floor if you're sitting on the floor. And that's the name of this um, Zoom space is Bhumi Sparsha, touching the earth. And it's what the Buddha did before he entered into enlightenment, was he asked the earth to be his witness when he reached his final enlightenment and dropped the fetters of this world. And we can also invite the world, the earth, to witness our pursuit of freedom today. We can feel our breath entering and leaving our body through the rise and fall of our chest and abdomen. And if you like, you can place a hand on your chest or abdomen, feeling that movement in and out. Receiving the breath and releasing the breath into the world. And in your mind's eye, we can bring ourselves into this dome and realm of the seven homecomings, knowing that we're grounded to the earth and that we can always open our eyes into the physical world if that feels like you need to have some additional grounding. And as you're ready, then you can always reshut your eyes and rejoin us. And as we sit, we can imagine this dome of silence above us as we look deep into the realm of the universe. Feeling the silence that extends beyond our words and the sounds generated by form and into the emptiness, the land of vast potentiality where form finds its origin and where form eventually dissolves back into the emptiness. Feeling the kindness of the universe through its silence. And in that kindness, that ultimate potentiality where anything is possible, we can invite silence in as our first homecoming. Whatever that might represent to you as an invitation of peace and equanimity, of those things that are much larger than what we typically place our focus on. And we can feel a constellation of stars now forming within that void. As our homecomings begin to become closer. With the most immediate one, if we were looking from a distance, we'd see a bluish sphere ahead of us. Just like when we were watching those last group of astronauts circling and moving away from the Earth, behind the moon and back towards the Earth, that beautiful blue orb of our ultimate home in this body, the Earth. Knowing that we're earthlings, that our bodies have evolved to survive on this planet. And the Earth offers us everything we need. Our food, our water, our air, gravity, like a hug holding us to the surface. We can feel the kindness of the earth towards us. Unconditional love. always willing to give us what we need to survive. Keeping us safe and protected from the harshness of the elements. And the next constellation that we see moving towards us from the sky, we realize are our ancestors and lineage holders. And we invite into our circle those ancestors who only have our best interest in mind, our benefactors, those who came before us, who moved our line and our paths and careers forward, closer to freedom. And maybe you can feel their delight in our own interest in freedom and our own interest in someday being a benevolent ancestor to others. All the way back to the beginning of the earth, when the first single cells somehow evolved into life from inert matter, and were able to divide and reproduce, and began the process of life on this planet and in this universe. And passing on that life force to us. And feeling that as a homecoming, as safety and protection, that everything around us formed out of this benign force. Sometimes it gets lost. Sometimes it becomes harmful. But the ultimate force here is to move forward and evolve towards goodness and ultimate freedom. And next, we invite in our teachers, our guides, those beings and energies that are more advanced along the path than we are, who can show us the way, who we can follow their examples, who often take away our burdens, at least for a moment or two. and help us carry them further down the way. And just bringing them into our mind's eye, we can feel their protection and the safety that they offer us through their teachings, through their wisdom, by their examples. And along the path, we can see these lanterns almost, as I think of them, of the wisdom texts that these wise beings have offered us and other people have created in the form of art and music, literature, the writings, as little lanterns to guide us along this path. The book that comes into your view right at the moment you need it, and the page with the poem that you need to read and hear and take into your heart that just opens up as you pull the book out. Or the meme that opens up your heart just when you need it. And then the constellation of our communities like this one, that just gladden your heart when you think of them. Communities in the physical realm, animal, like humans, our companion animals, untamed animals sometimes can be that community for us. Ones that just appear and gladden our hearts and provide their magic and their medicine to us. A stand of trees can be a community. We go out into the forest and just feel the medicine that offers us and the protection. And other humans, as imperfect as we are, walking beside us in the path and letting us know that we're all in this together, particularly those whose main goal, like ours, is freedom and liberation. You can feel all of these homecomings around us, our teachers and the wisdom texts, our communities, our ancestors and lineage holders, the earth, and silence, and ourselves which also offer a homecoming to us, this body, this mind, the potential for our own freedom is a homecoming. We take it with us everywhere we go. So we can sit in this field of protection for a couple of breaths. And we can feel this field of energy begin to dissolve and spin around us like little points of light. And you might imagine it swirling around and entering into your heart or into every cell in your body. And know that this protection is with us, and all we need to do is call upon it when we need it. We can ask it questions and just slow down and wait for the answer to whatever aspect or energy portion we need. And as you're ready, you can begin to feel your feet back upon the floor and the seat rising up to support you. You can make any small movements that you need. And as you're ready, you can allow your gaze to rise, your eyes to open, your breath to deepen. And thank you so much for being here with me.
Thanks, Ellen.
Thank you,
So
Ellen.
much.
It was beautiful. Thank you.
Glad to see you again.
So good
Thank
to
you,
see
Ellen,
everybody. Welcome.
and our beautiful community. Thank you to all of you.
Great day, everyone.
Be well.
Thank you, Angie.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Be well.